Morning everyone, my name is Tom. This is another session on earning on RecXchange and how we can support you. We put these calls or these streams in place so we can obviously run through the main areas within RecXchange to see if we can support you as much as we can. So like I said, we want to make sure that we can run through each step. So we did give ourselves a bit of time to talk through it, and yeah, obviously any questions, we've got a live chat running at the same time, so we can get back to you either throughout if we're not covering it, or we will make sure we try and cover those questions at the end. So a bit of background, like I said, my name is Tom. I'm the founder and CEO of RecXchange. We built RecXchange simply from the back of my own problems that I found in the recruitment world, and I started in recruitment back in 2015. I launched my own business back in 2024, my own agency, and it was during this time that I noticed quite a few gaps for freelance and solo recruiters, but also in a way gaps that could resonate with larger agencies and even internal teams. And that is that for a long time recruitment has been this very competitive environment when it doesn't need to, and it's actually this competitive edge. Don't get me wrong, you need to be competitive to make sure that you're getting to the candidates first, but at the same time we don't need to be competing against each other. We can actually collaborate with each other, and we can actually place more candidates by doing so. And as I said, there was a time during my first year of launching my own agency where the RecXchange idea came about because I was in a situation where I ended up with over 100 roles that were all live at the same time, and I didn't have anyone to collaborate with. I reached out to people when we didn't have that space. So that's why we created RecXchange. It is that platform that brings recruiters together so they can collaborate and place more roles. So what we want to do today is we want to go through some of the main channels within RecXchange. And I will say that we are actually going to be upgrading this shortly. We are going to be simplifying it. We're going to be making it easier for you, more efficient for you. That is what we wanted to be doing from day one. We've heard your feedback since we launched this back in November. We've been working on some alternative routes, and yeah, we're quite confident with what we're about to launch. So we will go through the current platform for those that are on it, and obviously once the upgrades come in, we can go through those. But you can see when you launch your platform, when you log in, this dashboard that you see on your screen now, this is what is going to be showing in front of you. And there are three main areas that I want to cover today, and if we get time, we'll go through a few others. Three main areas we've got is clients, roles, and candidates. It's these that are going to be making you money, as much money as you possibly can on RecXchange. And you can see from our banner in the middle here, we've got quite a lot of available fees that you as recruiters can earn. So yeah, if we dive in, we can go into clients, and this is optional. This is depending on your route, depending on your path into RecXchange. So for example, if you are a recruiter that has an excess of roles, like I did when I thought of RecXchange. So if you've got an excess of roles and you want to manage your roles and manage your clients, you can do so via this section here. This is basically like a CRM in a way. This is just a way where you can add your client in here. So if we just put in demo test, and the contact name is Tom, and they are CEO, industry tech, company size 1 to 5, note sports, Man United, which I can only just about say publicly nowadays. But you can save that. You make sure, email. You make sure that you obviously fill in all of the required little asterisks, which we have, add client, perfect. So demo test, you can see that it's just then loaded on there. You can edit things if you need, or if you want to add a quick action, you can do by say, call every Monday. Change that to a phone call, needs to be done every week, start date today, perfect. Lovely. So then you can see as well, you've got a quick action next to them. The next one that needs to be done is the 17th, so it's a week from today. But if you ever do get around to obviously doing it and you do keep on top of your quick actions or your daily to-do tasks, you can then just mark it as complete. And you see it gets a little tick next to it. It goes green, you're on track, everything's ready. So if you're overdue, like say this one is here, and you've called them, you tick it again. You just mark it as complete. So again, it's just a way for you to manage your clients through the platform. If you have any, that is, if these are, obviously these are your private clients, if you're actively going out to do business development and winning clients, winning roles, agreeing terms, placing candidates, all by your own privately without the collaboration, then this is again just a part of the system that you can utilize. If you're bored, or if you don't like doing the business development and you don't want to go out and do the cold outreach or cold emails or any of that stuff, you just want to be speaking to candidates and submitting them to roles, setting up interviews, making the offer, getting them over the line and making money just by sourcing alone, then you don't need to worry, because we then also got you covered on that as well. So if we head into roles, you can see that this is basically where everything is. Now, if you do have your, again, if you have your own clients, you want to set up some roles for yourself, this is where you do it. If you want to add them to the Exchange engine, you can. We'll go into that shortly in a bit. But again, you head into roles. My roles, this is a private space. This is only for you. Okay. But starting on the first tab, which is RecXdirect. RecXdirect is a part of the platform, which is basically RecXchange owns the clients. We go out and we do the business development for you. We win the roles, we add them onto the platform, and then yourselves as recruiters, you then apply to work on the role and you source candidates for it. You submit them, and yeah, we hopefully try and get some over the line for you. We obviously stay in contact and communication throughout the process. Obviously, we as the client owner, RecXchange, we deal with the client side, you deal with the candidate side, and we work together as a collaborative team to get it over the line. You see at the moment we've got what, 81 roles that are live on RecXdirect, over $500,000 available in bounties. Now, these bounties that you'll see here and that total, that's what you take home. Like, so if, for example, this role, the maintenance manager role that got added today or yesterday, that bounty is $9,500 US. So if you were to work that role, find the right candidate, they get through all the interviews and they get offered, once the payment has been made by the client, that bounty is what you will earn. So that is your cut. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look, you can see that we've got a few roles on here that have been added recently. Controls engineer, financial controller, maintenance manager. Now, these are not all open for all tiers just yet. Okay, so you can see, I think ADHD nurse here, there's still got 3 days until entry users get access. So the way that it works is, if you're on a entry tier within RecXchange, you'll get access to any new roles 30 days after they've been posted. Okay, so a lot of time to offers, time to fill is normally sort of sub 40 days. I mean, for an average recruiter, probably say maybe about sub 30. You'd be looking, yeah, so there's potential that some of the roles could still be open once it's gone through the channels and it ends up with the entry tiers. If you're on a light tier, you can see that this one here, for example, light, that's 7 days until you get access. So if you're on a light tier, you'll get access to the roles 7 days after they've been posted. And if you're on a pro tier, you get instant access. So as soon as the admin team click submit to post the role on the platform, you've got access to it. Okay, so you get access before anyone else. So that gives you 7 days before light members to review the role, work it, find some candidates, get them submitted, and yeah, try and get some interviews lined up, ready. You know, we've seen it before where recruiters have had a submission to an offer done within 6 days. You know, very quickly, of course, but you know, it can be done. But yeah, going into it. So if you were to say, for example, let's pick one here. Sales consultant, 2,500 fee, 60 recruiters working, but there's only one application. So 59 of these recruiters have not yet found a candidate suitable. Okay, so it's open to everyone. But what you would do if you do want to work on this role and you think, you know what, I've got lots of salespeople in my database or that I'm connected with, click on the work role. You just click on it, got your terms and conditions there, click accept. And there you go, 61 working, and we've now got that highlighted in green. All right, so that's now saying that we're working. You can see that client's been shown, and you click on the sales consultant again, you've now got the full job spec in there. So you can see exactly what you're looking for, really. And obviously you'll make sure that you do scan it quite a lot. You know, if you want to be efficient and you want to use AI to help you identify what sort of candidates you need to be looking for, by all means do that, you know, because the last thing we want to do is start seeing a lot of applications coming through and, you know, they're all being completely wrong. You know, this one, let's have a look, is fire and security solutions. Yeah, they need experience with certain brands. So the last thing we want to see is salespeople working in, say, retail, with no fire and security experience coming through, because they would just be rejected, unfortunately. So you know, we only want to be sending over the right sort of candidates to these clients. So yeah, make sure that you do read the job description properly and make sure you get the right sort of candidates forward. But this is basically it. This is Rex Direct. This is your business development done for you. You've got 81 roles to choose from. You've got over $500,000 of available fees at your fingertips. You know, once you've signed in, that's all here ready for you. So yeah, definitely worth having a look through, seeing what sort of roles are available, and yeah, go through find your own candidates or use our candidate search, which again we'll go through shortly. Now, the other section as well that we've got for those that don't want to do business development, we've also got our exchange roles. This is a little bit different to Rex Direct, a little bit different to most other platforms, to be honest. So exchange roles are recruiter owned roles. So these are subscribers like you that want some collaboration on their roles. They want to you know, they've opened up a client, they've got some roles that either are maybe a little bit out of their niche, or maybe they've exhausted their network, but they basically need a bit of support. They don't want to turn to their client and say, sorry, we can't help you with this. So what they've done is they've uploaded it to the Exchange engine, and yeah, it's now here ready for people to look at. So you can see yeah, we've got some roles here. I think someone maybe, I mean, that's not really a salary unless that's meant to be a weekly, monthly, maybe. That can't be a yearly salary because that's well underpaid. Same as there, same as there. So obviously when you're doing this is a correct one. When you are uploading a role on here, yeah, make sure that you do add it correctly. That's probably an hourly rate. Again, very low for an AI role, but anyway, I'm getting off track. So look, this is basically what you'd do. Let's use head of HR for example, because it's looks like it's filled in relatively well. Head of HR, there's the salary. That's what you would take if you find the right candidate. I would say that we do look at adding a much more in-depth job description. So, okay, here we go. Perfect. So, check advisor, for those that don't know, it's basically health and safety in the UK, regional role, South and Midlands. Everything that that person would be doing, everything that they need, desirable, what's on offer, perfect. That's what you want. You can see the split fees. Again, if you find the right candidate and they're successful in getting the role, that's what you would earn. So that's it. That's basically exchange roles. And the way that it is going to work. So a recruiter who has the role will upload it to the Exchange engine. And the Exchange engine is our AI matchmaking software. Okay, so it's designed specifically for recruitment needs, but it's a little bit different to most other AI matching tools that you'll find in the recruitment industry. The way that we've designed it is very specific because we want a central hub where recruiters with roles can upload a role and recruiters anywhere in the world can upload candidates. And then we want the AI then to do the work for you, because there's no point you scrolling through every single one of these roles and seeing which one potentially could fit, applying them manually because it takes too long, basically. So the way that Exchange roles would work as a sourcing side is you would upload your candidate to the Exchange engine, and then our matchmaking software, it then takes your candidate's details, it takes all your skills, it takes all of their content. It doesn't even need job titles. It understands what they do, and it scans every job that's available, not just the one that you're thinking of. It takes it and scans every single job. It may well be that if your candidate is a HR manager, that yes, so they may score like a 80% match to this role, but then for a check advisor or a mechanical fitter and welder, they're going to be maybe like a 2% match. It still scans it and it still records it. Okay, but what it does is anything that's over the certain criteria, it then sends it over as a match notification. What we do from there, both recruiters, role owner, candidate owner, if you do get a match, you both get notified. You both get a message come through to say, look, there's been a match, here it is. If you're happy, let's sign a split fee agreement, legally binding contract, just to make sure that everyone understands what the terms and conditions are before going ahead. And yeah, if everyone's happy, they sign that. Recruiters have a virtual meeting, have a call, whatever it is, talk about the role without giving details, talk about the candidates without giving details. If everything seems above board and everyone is happy, you can then progress and keep moving forward. It does make it a lot easier. And knowing that you're working with someone else who has already got the relationship either with the client or with the candidate, it makes it so much smoother. But yes, like I say, all it would be, recruiter A uploads a role to the Exchange engine, recruiter B uploads a candidate to Exchange engine. If they match, great. If they don't, they stay in there. They keep scanning every opportunity, seeing if anything changes, seeing if any new roles or new candidates come in, and they stay in there. Okay, if they, I think they've got a life cycle of 6 months. So if there's no match within 6 months, they get taken out. Obviously, I mentioned a few times about candidates as well, and in the candidate section within RecXchange, we've got a few tabs. Again, you've got your own private section where you upload your own candidates. Simply add a candidate, PDFs only, but yeah, choose your PDF. You can upload those and it will just pass the information straight through. It then comes up as what we call a candidate card here. You can go into them, you can scan through, you can make some edits, view the CV, whatever you need to do. And if you do want to then add them to the Exchange engine to see if they are suitable for a role, you just go to the blue one and you click share to Recruiter Xchange. From there, we can see that starts to then process, it starts to work, it starts to do its thing. Once it's done, you start seeing things like this active in the Exchange engine. And that's as easy as we try and make it. You know, from there, you can also go into the AI search. If you don't have the candidates, you can run a search here. We've got 270 million verified contact profiles through a partner that we're using called Apollo. They are our data sourcing organization that we use. So if you wanted to find, say, a Java developer, this is all comma separated, remember. So Java developer and think, Tom, another technology. Let's say GCP, which is Google Cloud. They are a developer, engineer, maybe. Let's search for that. Let's see what comes up. There we go. 50 candidates. Perfect. So GCP Java developer. I didn't put a location, so they're a bit all over the place. But software developer, Java and GCP. Software engineer, Java, GCP, core Java. Perfect. So look, you can see that it's very easy to use. Obviously, if you wanted to, let's narrow this down. London. I have to apologise for my typing. I never do it quite right. London's not. Let's have a look. Dubai. It might be that I've got 2 in there. Let me change that. No, it doesn't like that either. Might be. Let me try this one more time. London, UK. No, I know full well that there's going to be, so I'll have to look into that. But now let's get rid of the location and we'll get the tech team to sort that one out. So, yeah, you can see if we go into here, you can either open up their LinkedIn profile, connect with them, send them a message, reveal their email, send them a direct email, or reveal their phone number and just give them a call, which is obviously the quickest way to get through to people. But you'll see 10 recs, 5 recs, 1 recs, and this is our internal currency. This is a tokenized credit-based platform, like most service-based platforms are. You would see you've got Rex balance down the bottom. You can click on it, view your history, see everything that you've spent, everything that you've gained, all of that. So you can get each month with your tier, you'd get free tokens, and you'd then obviously look at using them to find the right candidates if you need to, or upload them to the Exchange engine or direct to a role. But yeah, so if you did have the correct amount, you can obviously use these, get through to the candidates that you want to speak to, see if they're available, see if they're looking for a role, and if they are, you get them put forward. Get them put forward to the role, and obviously then start the process. What we can do from here, if I click on reveal LinkedIn, once you do that, obviously I won't do this because it may have more personal information for this candidate. I don't want to start sharing that on a stream, but you would just simply click view LinkedIn. You can see it's obviously taken the credit off my balance, but you click on view LinkedIn. You can also add this person to your private workspace. Just click on that and then there we go, it sends it over. So that's now in your private space. You can monitor, add notes, update them as you sort of get through to them and start speaking. So yeah, so really, look, there it is. That's pretty much about it. Look, there are 3 main areas that you should be focusing on. I think really when you join RecXchange, you've got clients if you do your own business development. If you don't, or if you do or don't, you can head over to roles and candidates as well. So yeah, look, I think it's key for you when you do join. I think it's key just to sort of explore the platform a little bit, understand where everything is. I strongly recommend whenever you join, you can see here towards the top right, start platform tour. It's also available down here in the bottom left in blue. If you're joining, just go through the platform tour, understand where everything is. It takes you through everything you need to. It helps you identify how to edit your profile. So click and edit your photo, everything that you need for your profile. And doing so, it also gets you free tokens. So not only do you get the tokens with your monthly subscription, but there are ways to earn free tokens within the platform. You can leave it anytime and you can join it at any time. So look, I strongly recommend going through the platform tour and really diving into that. Okay, understand the platform, understand how it works. I think it's worth doing, especially if you're thinking of going from entry into light. Look through it and fully understand how it works. Add a few candidates to your private space, add a client, go through the roles, start working on a role, uploading a candidate to a role, uploading them to the Exchange engine. Fill in your profile, get everything all ready. So when you want to upgrade to light and have those earlier access to the roles, you get more tokens as well. You get more daily search allowances. You get more access really. But make sure you've got that foundation of knowledge behind you first, so you understand how it all works. But I haven't had any questions come through today, but look, feel free to reach out, obviously either on YouTube, either email, we've got a WhatsApp group, we've got the live chat in the platform, whatever works best for you. Feel free to look through and hopefully we'll chat again soon. Thank you, bye.